Hi, I'm Dr. Jackie Kickish, and welcome to my channel where you can find all things pregnancy and postpartum related. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I have a great free resource for you if you are looking to re-strengthen your core, heal your diastasis recti, and flatten the mommy tummy, and it is linked below in the show notes. It does include a free 7-day exercise plan, so make sure you grab it below. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. What is this one thing that has a lot to do with our postural awareness that actually might be preventing our diastasis from healing, as well as our pelvic floor dysfunction? So if you don't have an abdominal separation, but you do have urinary leakage, back pain, pelvic pain, you also definitely want to watch this video. So upper abdominal gripping is a common postural dysfunction or impairment that we might be doing and we don't even realize. So a lot of times what happens is, postpartum, especially with the postural changes that happen, a weak lower abdominals, our abdominal muscles have been stretched out, is that we tend to grip our upper abdominals through this area. So what that does is that puts tension and pressure down through our abdominal wall and down onto our pelvic floor. So I'm going to grab my balloon so that you can see this here. So this is my diaphragm that sits right underneath my rib cage. It is my primary breathing muscle, extremely important. Here is my belly button, here's the abdominal wall, and then down here is my pelvic floor muscles, okay? So if I am gripping my upper abdominals all the time when I'm sitting, standing, then you can see through this example with the balloon that it is actually putting a lot of pressure down through our abdominal wall and down onto our pelvic floor, which if you look from the side, it does create a lower belly pooch down here. So that is why, as you can see, if you are someone that does grip your upper abdominals, it can contribute to the mommy tummy or the mommy pooch, whatever you want to call it. And no matter, if there's not specific exercises that you do to improve this upper abdominal gripping, you can do all the core work you want, but you're still not going to achieve that, a flat stomach, and re-strengthening those lower abdominals. All right, so first, before we dive into what can we do to improve it, let's go over some of the signs that you might be an upper abdominal gripper. The first, most common sign is that you most likely have a line or a crease above your stomach, but below your bra line from chronically being like this almost all the time. So make sure you check for that crease or line in your skin. Number two is you might see that your upper abdominals are a little bit more defined, but your lower abdominals are a little bit weaker and they tend to stick out. The last reason is you might catch yourself in a posture where you're kind of leaning forward and down like this. You're almost kind of like hunching forward and over a little bit. So again, that's something that we really want to be aware of so that we know, that we can improve it. So if we went through those signs and symptoms and you do find that you are an upper abdominal gripper, do not worry. Let's go ahead and go over some things that we can do to help improve this. So the first thing to do is obviously be more aware that you are gripping your abdominal wall and, just trying to be aware of that posture throughout the day. So number two is skin rolling. So let's come down to the mat and let me show you how to skin roll. So you're going to be taking kind of your upper abdominal area and you're going to be taking your fingers and you're going to be literally kind of grabbing your skin and rolling it back and forth like this, okay? So we're trying to loosen up and break up the fascia and the muscles to try and relax a little bit in that area. You want to make sure you get the sides too and the front and kind of go all the way around both sides. All right. The next exercise, we're going to go over a couple of these, is basically trunk mobility. So we want to try and loosen up this area. So one of the exercises that you can do is called open book. All right. So you're going to lie on your side with your knees bent, arms straight forward, and you're going to go ahead and rotate back like this. The wall is a little bit in my way, but you would just go back as far as you can, depending on your mobility. Now go ahead and make sure that you do this on both sides. I would do about 10 to 15 repetitions with this, okay? All right, great. So another exercise you can do that helps with spinal mobility is called cat-cow. So basically you're gonna come down onto your hands and knees and you're gonna arch up a little bit, but not too much. You're gonna kind of focus mainly on letting your belly and your stomach come back down, trying to stretch out that area. And again, you can do about 10 to 15 of these. Try and breathe and relax in that area. All right. So the next thing that you can work on, so we have, the postural awareness, being aware of it. We have the trunk mobility exercises, and then we also have the skin rolling. The last one that I want you to do is really focus on strengthening and activating those lower abdominals. So if you have a pillow or ball, go ahead and grab that. We're going to come down to the mat and really work on, connecting to those lower abdominals. So you're going to put the ball in between your knees. All right. And of course, we're going to be doing this exercise with correct breathing. So we're going to take a deep breath in, exhale. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the ball. That helps activate our pelvic floor and lower abdominals there. And then I want you to think about contracting those abdominals from the bottom up, literally just as if you are zipping up a zipper on your pants. All right, so let's go ahead and do this again. Deep breath in, exhale. If you can, try and hold the exhale for about 5 seconds. And again, I want you to go ahead and do 10 to 15 of these. Again, we are squeezing the ball as we are contracting and lifting from the bottom up. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and give those a try. Let me below in the comment section how you like them, what you thought of them, and make sure you like this video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on other great content like this.